Daryl.
And this is Aaron.
Sneaking into the shot. We're here to talk new comics for the week of May 27th, 2015. This week we've got a special guest.
It's
Caitlin! Caitlin's going to talk about her favorite comics that she's looking forward to this week.
Well, all this week I'm getting is one independent and one Marvel. Well, for the main ones. I get an all-new Hawkeye, number 3, which I'm really excited about because I have a newfound love for Hawkeye and Kate Bishop, especially. I was introduced to Hawkeye in Hawkeye vs. Deadpool, and then I bought a trade of like the old Hawkeye run from like 2013, and it was fantastic. And this new run that just started is great because it's Hawkeye and it's Kate Bishop and Clint Barton doing awesome Hawkeye things.
And the Swordsman.
That too.
Yeah. I read issue 9.
I'm not very good at history, so I don't know.
I just know that he's the guy. You read issue 2, right?
Yes.
You saw where the Swordsman kind of rescued them from their dad, who's like an abusive dad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the Swordsman. Swordsman.
Oh, okay. So, and then the Carnival people asked that. But, yeah, and I'm really enjoying Hawkeye as a character, just in general, and Pizza Dog. I learned of the greatness that is Pizza Dog.
Who doesn't like Pizza Dog?
And then the other comic I'm getting is Munchkin, Munchkin number 5. It's so good, because I love the game, and I love the humor in it, and if you like humor in any form, you'll like Munchkin, because it's just funny and great.
And you get a card with every first print.
Yes, if you get the first printing, then you get a exclusive card that you get with the comic. Kind of gimmicky, but it works, because that's what Steve Jackson games do. Like, if you play Munchkin, anything that is a Munchkin labeled product comes with a card, or an extra rule, or something, and it's great. And those are the comics that I'm really excited for.
Now, Caitlin, what have you read in the last week that you're like, yes?
Comic-wise? Let's see.
Does it start with an S and end with an A? Saga!
Yes, it does. Yes, Saga was really good this week. Really liked that last panel. If you do read it, it was really good. And then it's kind of old, but I've been catching up on the Pokemon manga. Like the first ones.
Ooh, manga first.
So good.
That's awesome.
I just finished volume 7 of the first Red and Blue run, and if you like Pokemon and you're a little bit older, because these are a little bit more mature, they're really, really good. So it's a little more intense version of the Pokemon world that I really like. What else am I reading? I got on Secret Wars. I haven't read number 2 yet, but I've read 0 and number 1. And
number 2 throws people a little off because it's so you'll know when you read it.
Yeah.
So, but if you've been reading Avengers and New Avengers, you'll know kind of what's up. But by the end of the issue, you get brought up to speed. So if you get confused, I'm just saying that because a lot of people told me that here in the store.
Yeah. And then I haven't read it yet, but I picked up Lumberjanes, so excited to read that one.
Lumberjanes, yeah.
Lumberjanes
it just came out this week. It's right there.
It's right there.
But wait, we're talking about the new comics of May 27th, but yet somehow we're time displaced in the week of May 20th.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
It's like some weird Marvel DC
Caitlin!
thing.
Where did Caitlin go?
She disappeared. It must be...
No!
Convergence Battle World.
And now, Spike, let's see how He-Man likes your... Ow! Spike!
Skeletor, Spike and He-Man figures each sold separately. Spike!
No one can stop the spike-studded armor of the mighty Spikor! Not even me, you muscle-bound porcupine! Not even you, He-Man!
Spikor is new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Other action figures each sold separately from Mattel.
So, Aaron, we're talking comics. This is the last week of Convergence, number 8 from DC Comics. Are you sad?
I am a little, because it really picked up and got good now. I just read 7 last night.
Number 7 was good, but it didn't blow me away. I'm sure number 8's going to really win me over. I feel like it's like one great issue with Convergence, and then it's like good, and then great, then good. Great.
Convergence has been good. I don't know if I would put it up there with some of the other DC stories.
It's
New
definitely
52 and New 52.
Is it one that's going to be on the recommended reading wall one day?
We'll have to see how the ending goes first.
Yeah, I'll
If
agree.
the ending's really
with that.
good, then I'd say yeah. If not, I'd be like, it's one thing you should check out, but these other things you should get first.
Right. Yeah, I'll agree with that statement.
It is definitely good for being a love letter to the DC fan. It serves that purpose. That's what they set out to do.
I feel like I agree. I do think that's what they did. I still feel like it could have been carried out a little better. Not to be too nitpicky, but I like I like how they honored all the universes and all the timelines, all the characters. I just felt like it seems like they rushed it. As someone would say, it's like they phoned in the storyline. It's like I really feel like they could have fleshed it out and made it more epic.
I think it could have gone past 8 issues, really.
Yeah, and I kind of felt like they rushed all these 40 miniseries. I feel like it's something they could have carried out over the course of 4 months, but maybe that would have annoyed buyers, but it would have been the same as having 42-issue miniseries in 2 months.
I mean, if Marvel could get away with it, DC can get away with it.
DC and Marvel do the same thing. They'll milk you when it comes to the big storylines, and that's okay. Sometimes I don't mind that, because I'm so like the story, I'm all for it, and then other ones, it's like I'll pass.
I think Convergence has been worth it. I don't have any huge complaints. There's things, like you said, I think it'd be better, but
yeah,
it's been good. And the last issue I thought ended on really, really cool. The reality is breaking apart.
It is.
Anyway.
So we got the last issue of Convergence, and we got all these tie-ins, like Action Comics.
I love that one. Have you read that one?
No.
Red Sun Superman, 1938 Superman.
That's cool.
I can't wait to see that throwdown.
The next one, Blue Beetle, I actually almost bought. I'm really intrigued because it actually takes place in Hub City, and it's got Charlton characters, The Question, and Captain Atom in it.
But it's written by Scott Lobdell.
So
is this last issue was co-written, but it was one of his better ideas, that Oracle thing.
Yeah, I like that. I like that in Convergence 7. If you read it, you know what we're talking about. But yeah, I just like Blue Beetle. See, that's the thing. That's why I like the Atom miniseries I picked up, because I dig the Atom. It's got both of them in there.
Not all of LaBelle's stuff's bad, just
most of it.
Yeah, at least half.
At least lately, his stuff's. It'll be like
Hell on Earth was good. Return of Krypton was not.
His Red Hood and the Outlaws was terrible.
Yes,
I read it.
The beginning of it,
and I read it for 20 issues. Why? I don't know. I think it's just because I like Jason Todd and Roy Harper.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway. We're going to be positive. Moving on. Crime Syndicate, Detective Comics, Infinity Inc., which Infinity Inc. was a cool property back in the day, Justice Society of America, and yes, Plastic Man and the Freedom Fighters #2, which I loved. I loved #1. But I think it's just because I like the Freedom Fighters and Plastic Man. But it was really, I thought it was one of the better written miniseries. Shazam.
That was really cool because that was like reading the original C.C. Beck run. And the same for World's Finest, which was Paul Levitz, and it focused on Shining Knight.
With mustache or without mustache Paul Levitz?
It's with mustache. And the crooked hair. I love Paul Levitz.
Paul Levitz is good. Now, he's one of the guys that can write something and you really feel like it's still old DC, but it's still new DC.
Have you read the DC, How to Write the DC Way by Denny O'Neil?
No.
The Levitz Paradigm. He sets up a main plot and several subplots. Once the main plot works out, next subplot. He's got this genius way of doing it, and people are still following.
That's how you keep following a book.
Yeah, he was Wonder Kid. He started when he was like 16 at DC, so he's the man at DC.
That's cool.
He's the mainstay.
But that's from DC Comics, and this will be it for all the miniseries. So then the following week, the first week in June, we've got a bunch of new jumping on points for DC titles.
The Truth story.
Truth?
Trust.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Whatever.
Truth. No, it's Truth.
It's Truth.
Yeah.
I was about to get that Prince song stuck in my head.
Yeah,
Trust.
Oh, is that?
Hallelujah.
Oh gosh.
1989.
Batman. It's in the Batman soundtrack.
I was listening to that soundtrack the other day. Party Man. Still love that song.
I remember the old Batman song. In the video, he was part Joker, part Batman.
Yeah, Bat Dance.
If you get bored, YouTube it.
Yes.
It's really weird, but at the time it was cool because it was Batman.
Cool.
So
it's in the future, and it will be.
So anyway, that's DC Comics. Anything else you want to say about DC?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see where things are going. Not reading as many DC titles after this because they dropped them, but I'm reading a few more Marvel, kind of balancing it all out now.
Yeah. Also, you got He-Man Eternity War #6, Sandman Overture #5.
Yes, finally.
Yeah, finally.
Can't wait to read this one.
Yeah. Suiciders 4, and then some cool Batman animated series figures come out. Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, and the new adventures of Batman Robin, which is the Tim Drake Robin in the animated series, Real Little Bitty Robin, all come out now.
It'll be.
Itty bitty. Piddly.
Piddly.
So anyway, all check out those cool things from DC. Now you want to move on to Independence.
We should, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one thing I never talk about.
What's that?
Fight Club 2.
Fight Club 2. If you like the movie, this is the official sequel from the writer.
And I forgot the artist, but I like the artist.
Dark Horse Comics. You could have read it on Free Comic Book Day, but this is the full issue. And it comes
did. Did you?
Yeah.
It's like they summed up Fight Club 1 in just a few short pages.
Yeah, if you like the movie, then you ought to read the official sequel.
The official sequel.
Yeah,
It's the same writer from the book, man.
yeah,
Why? Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you?
duh. Also from Dynamite, you've got King Flash Gordon, Mandrake the Magician, and Prince Valiant. The King Features books are just 4-issue miniseries. It's cool books I've talked about many times. The Prince Valiant one I've been waiting for. I think it's been delayed. That one I'm really looking forward to. Prince Valiant really surprised me.
Next, one of my favorite comics.
Which
G.I. Joe, Real American Hero.
Yes, the death of Snake Eyes. What is the fallout? Who will be the new Snake Eyes? What happened to the old one? Did he really die?
Did he?
What happened to Serpentor? Good question. You got to read this issue to find out.
You do.
Also, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 46. Donatello is comatose, and his brain has been transplanted into Metalhead. I was looking for the right word. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Put it into Metalhead. So Donatello's Metalhead right now. What is the future? It's all building up to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 50. Who will live? Who will die? Who will return? Who will not return? You have to read the book.
You do.
Now, you got Bucaletto's Sons of the Devil number 1 coming from Image Comics.
I like Bucaletto.
This is his book.
He's done a really good job on some of the Flash stuff. And
Is that how you say it? Bucaletto?
I've said
Bucaletto?
Bucaletto. I
Bucaletto.
have no idea on this one.
We're
It's
gonna
like Fabian Nicisia.
that guy
Whatever.
that does the Flash and now does Detective Comics from DC Comics.
Or Tech, as they used to say in the old letters.
yes, Tech Comics. Also, you got material number 1 from Image Comics. Number 1 you ought to try. Anything else? You got any other independent books you're dying to read, or anything cool you read independent this week?
I read The Fade Out last night.
Okay.
That was excellent. I don't know if this is like the end of the first trade or what, but we're kind of building towards, he's having memories of that Val girl and trying to figure out who killed her.
What really happened?
What really happened? I love noir stuff. Love it.
Yeah, it's by Brubaker. If you like that, you also should be reading Velvet. The trade paperback is right over there on the spinner rack.
Most definitely, or if you want to jump back, you can read Fatale, which I'm on volume 4 of. Really good.
Cool. You want to move to the greatest company that I get paychecks from, but not really? Just kidding.
Let's go.
Let's go to Marvel Comics. All New Hawkeye number 3. Caitlin already built on All New Hawkeye number 3. It is a great book written by the fantastic Jeff Lemire. You should be reading it. If you like Hawkeye, you don't like the guy in the movies, that's okay. If you do like the guy in the movies, you'll like him even better. If you don't like him in the movies, you'll like the book even better anyway.
Because Jeff Lemire wrote it.
He writes it. It's awesome.
Sweet
You also
tooth.
got Kate Bishop Hawkeye. It's awesome. And the flashback scenes, the artwork is amazing by, I believe it's Ramon Perez. So.
Mhm.
Or Raymond Perez.
Raymond?
however you
Who
want to do
knows?
it. Ramon, Razor Ramon,
Ramon?
Chico,
The bad guy?
the bad guy. Anyway, definitely check out All New Hawkeye number 3. Inferno. A lot of Secret Wars titles. Inferno number 1. Ties in with the old X-Men storyline. You gonna read it?
I don't know. There's too many books to read. I'm already kind of jumping over what I said I was going to do. So
Haha!
I think I'm going to rein it in now.
I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
well, yeah, I'm sure you don't.
Infinity Gauntlet number 1, which Marvel has said will be pivotal in the future of the cosmic Marvel universe.
I'm getting that because
Yeah.
it has Thanos and Star-Lord. I mean, come on.
You also want to get Guardians of Nowhere, but it doesn't come out this week.
And that's got Guardians of the Galaxy in it?
Yes. If you watch the movie, that planet that's like an old celestial head, Nowhere, the planet Nowhere, that's what that book's built
I
around.
would love to live on the planet Nowhere.
It would look interesting. I mean, but when you go somewhere, do you really go somewhere, or are you going
Nowhere.
nowhere? Exactly. So also,
We're on a road to nowhere. The Talking Heads. Look it up.
on top of Infinity Gauntlet, you got Inhumans Adeline Rising, written by Charles Soule, which should be fantastic. If you love Dan Kenny Inhumans number 0, you want to read this book.
See, there's another book I would pick up, but I need to draw the line somewhere. Because it's Charles Soule. Come on.
Charles Soule's cranking out some good stuff.
Always.
You've got MODOK Assassin. If you read Secret Avengers, MODOK, I like MODOK. This book looks cool. It's a 5-issue miniseries. It's not a whole big commitment.
It's kind of like Master of Kung Fu. I read that last night. That's
Oh,
awesome.
don't give it away. Is it pretty awesome?
So good.
Yeah, if you like that, you need to read The Immortal Iron Fist
Dude. And that's coming out
by
soon.
Brubaker and Fraction. But Iron Fist Living Weapon, number 12. It's the last issue.
Last issue.
But nothing will top Fraction and Brubaker's.
I really
Immortal
want
Iron
to get
Fist.
that ultimate collection of that.
Oh, that thing's awesome. Anyway, Master of Kung Fu, read it. But yeah, what do you think of Master of Kung Fu?
I loved it. I mean, I used to read the Kung Fu comics back in the 80s because everything was Kung Fu and ninjas then. So you had to. Really, you didn't have a choice. If you bought a comic, it'd just get thrown at you and take it anyway. Not really, but,
Read it!
Read this. It's Master of Kung Fu. It was awesome. A little Prince of Iron Fist at the end.
That's cool. Also, you've got Old Man Logan #1, written by Brian Michael Bendis.
I am really excited about that because I love Millar's Old Man Logan story, and Andre Sorrentino's doing the art.
Yes.
Wow. If you guys didn't catch that Green Arrow run with him and Jeff Lemire, you need to go get the trade because I'm pretty sure we have it here. Somewhere up in there.
It's here. Somewhere in the bin.
It's in here. And you need to read it because Jeff Lemire, great writer. Andre Sorrentino, man, that was one of the best teams I've seen. Definitely on Green Arrow.
Yes, definitely on Green Arrow. I'll agree
Up there
with
with Andy Diggle.
I'll agree with that. Really good. Also, you've got Secret Wars 2099 #1. You've got Secret Wars Journal #1, and Where Monsters Dwell #1, written by Garth Ennis, which has dinosaurs and Phantom Eagle, a 1940s pilot hero character from Marvel, written by Garth Ennis, who hasn't written for Marvel in quite some time. But this looks like a unique book.
I'll tell you something else I read yesterday. It was good. So I didn't know.
Oh, I haven't read it yet. I'm excited.
All right.
Was
Read
it good?
It was good.
Must read?
Yes, must read.
No, it's co-written by Greg Pak.
Man, like
had to
you
be
got Captain America's a gladiator.
Did you see Hulk Hogan in there?
Not yet. They just kind of it's like they.
He was on the variant cover. I'm hoping he's in the book.
He's got to be in the book, but he hasn't shown up yet.
Either way, a lot of cool Secret Wars stuff. And for those of you out there thinking the Secret Wars books won't matter, Marvel's already said that a lot of what you're going to read is going to carry over into the new Marvel universe. So you definitely want to read it.
This is how they get you. You know, you'll say that about the DC tie-ins or the Marvel tie-ins. It doesn't matter. It does matter. You have to read them. I mean, you don't have to read them, but there's pieces of the story you won't get if you don't.
Yeah, so I would definitely recommend stay tuned. We'll be talking more about other books down the road. And lastly, Uncanny Avengers Ultron Forever #1, the final issue in the Ultron Forever one-shot series or storyline of time-displaced Avengers. Really cool. Another time-displaced thing.
Lots of time displacement going on.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you read Age of Ultron, they said the space-time continuum was broken, and you saw all kinds of weird things happening. All this was building to Secret Wars. Secret Wars has been being built to really for a long time, but that was all part of it. A lot of people thought nothing mattered, but it's really a great story. You should read.
I think DC put
better
it
than the
best.
movie, actually.
Yeah, DC put it best, and it goes for both companies. Everything matters.
Yes.
Everything matters. And it's funny because both of them are having issues with reality and time breaking apart right now.
Marvel and DC have both said that every storyline matters. Every single one. So, that's cool. Good for old readers, good for new readers. We're excited. All we know is this summer is going to be an exciting time to read comics.
It is an exciting time.
Original Sin was awesome last summer. We're hoping Secret Wars blows it out of the water.
Oh, and DC had Forever Evil last summer. That was really good.
That was really good. So, any other books we need to talk about?
What did you read yesterday?
I started reading Secret Wars Battle World, which actually we just sold out, and we're hoping it goes to a second printing. So,
I'm so glad I got that
one. We will get more as long as it does. As right now, it's sold out across the board. So grab Battle World while you can. But I liked it. Punisher's possessed by Doctor Strange, and he goes head to head. And they're in the year 2099, so it's a 2099 Punisher. And Doctor Strange has possessed the Punisher, and he's taking out, I think they're called the Nefarious Four. It's like a dark version of Spider-Man, Hulk, Ghost Rider, and Wolverine.
Oh, that
and all I know is,
like, what's up with Wolverine in this from the preview?
All I know is Punisher is guns blazing, man. Things blow up, and then things change. A lot, if you read the story. So
I've got it in my file. I haven't picked it up yet, but I last minute was like, I need to get Battle World. It's written by Joshua Williamson.
Yeah, you might come into the book like, what is this? This is not the Punisher I know. Keynote. You read those little captions. It says 2099. But still, I mean, I'm trying. Secret Wars, a lot of these books I'm just enjoying. It's just a fun mashup. A lot of it's mashup stuff, you know? Like the Deadlands. One of the most captivating things I hear people talking about here is the Deadlands, where all those zombie characters are, you know?
And this is the fun thing about comics right now is like both companies have kind of thrown continuity out the window for a minute just to tell some really cool stories, and you don't have to be bogged down by what happened. Yeah,
that's exactly it. I'll agree. I'm a continuity guy, but really it's a fun time to come in. You don't have to have really any expectations. You just need to know who the people are. And most people know the guy with the skull on his chest.
Yeah. And, you know, if you have a favorite character, it's a good time to find out what book he's in. That's why I jumped on Planet Hulk, because I'm a Steve Rogers fan. And, you know, you get to figure out where your character's going to go in the future. You get to watch it happen.
That's right. So read Planet Hulk, read Secret Wars Battle World, read some good stuff this week. Anyway, that's it for this week. I'm Daryl.
And I'm Aaron.
Don't forget it.
Did you hear that?
That is Caitlin.
The
And
voice of Caitlin.
Caitlin is also whispering from afar. What is she saying here?
What did she say? I think she said.
What'd she say? She said, read. What's that book that she likes so much? Saga. I've never heard of it. Birthright, I've heard of that.
I've heard of
She says she reads that too.
Nameless.
Nameless Grant Wars anyway. It's I hope you enjoyed the video. You guys have a great week. I'm Daryl.
And I'm Aaron.
And a Big Bang Toys, Comics, and Games. BobBigBang.com. When, as always,
We got him.
we got 'em.